So thieves to the rescue. Now you'd think, why would the enemy come in and rescue us? It's time for Thieves. It's Hunt for Wellness, episode number 29. Well, hello and welcome to Hunt for Wellness, episode number 29. I am John Hunt and
I'm Christy Hunt.
And this is the show where we help you live your best life, mind, body, and spirit. This episode of Hunt for Wellness is sponsored by waterdistillers.com. You can get great machines to produce great water for great wellness. Head over to waterdistillers.com today. All right, it's time for Thieves. What do you mean it's time for thieves? It's kind of like, that sounds kind of sinister. But
yeah.
It's not. Of course we're talking about the Thieves essential oil, right?
Yes.
And it is time because it's this time of year, especially in Minnesota, when the weather starts getting a little cooler, right? And
change of season.
Yeah.
It's a little stressful on our bodies.
Yes.
So
bodies don't like stress. So what happens? We start feeling bad.
It's easy to lose some wellness.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
So thieves to the rescue. Now you'd think, why would the enemy come in and rescue us? But first of all, I think let's talk about Thieves Essential Oil. I think a lot of people, we are brand partners for Young Living, and this is one of the signature essential oils for Young Living.
Yes.
It's kind of like one of the things that people know about Young Living. In fact, when we're out talking with people, they go, oh, what about Thieves? Because they've heard of that. Now, maybe you haven't. That's okay. But maybe you have. Let's talk about it. Now, we have two little bottles here. We have the one with the white label, and we have the one with
which is the Vitality
Thieves
essential
Vitality
oil. And the black or brown bottle.
Brown bottle.
Yeah.
What's the difference between those two?
Well, actually, it's the exact same quality of oil.
Yeah.
There's zero difference between them. The white label Vitality is just to identify that you can take this internally.
Yeah. So
you can drink this.
Oh, that's great. And we'll talk more about how you use the Thieves oil. But let's start from what it actually is in Thieves oil, because it's we've talked about blends before, so it's not a single plant. It's several different essential oils combined together in just the right proportion. So what's in there?
Lemon, eucalyptus, cinnamon, clove, and rosemary.
Yeah, and it has got an incredible smell. Don't you just love smelling this?
It does. It smells like Christmas.
It does. Yeah. This is an appropriate time for this show, too.
Yeah. Or fall.
Yeah.
Fall time, Christmas time.
It's awesome.
Because of that cinnamon and clove.
So one thing about a podcast, you can't smell
the oils.
We do a lot of classes in person. We do some online and some in person. But if you could ever make it to an in-person class and actually experience the oil, it's great.
It really is.
It's just a little sniffing party.
You just fall in love.
Yes.
You really do.
What do those different oils do? Because each one probably has something to help with, right?
Yeah. Well, they're all immune related, immune supporting. Lemon is, fantastic and purifying. Rosemary, again, immune supporting. And you can look up online, Google them, and look at what do each of those oils do.
Yeah. They all add a little bit to the overall, it's kind of a powerhouse to support your immune system.
There's a synergy when you put them all together.
Yeah.
That just all of them provide immune support in slightly different ways, but you put them together and it's even better.
Superpowers. What is the story behind Thieves? Because I know there's some legend about back during the plague years?
So back hundreds of years ago, people were dying of the plague in Europe, and there were, it's also called the legend of the four thieves vinegar, and these thieves were robbing plague victims of their valuables.
Because they were dead, basically.
They were dead or dying, and they weren't dying. Everyone else was dying.
Yeah.
And they were not dying. They were caught And they said, we will pardon you if you give us the secret to why aren't you dying by robbing these people and getting in touch with these people. And so apparently one of them was an herbalist, and so was using these herbs, putting on these herbs to protect themselves against the plague.
Yeah.
So Gary Young formulated these particular herbs together as essential oils and made the Thieves essential oil. And it really is powerful.
Yeah, it is. And I think even people who are not really into essential oils seem to somehow know about Thieves. Again, because when we're out doing like live shows and things like that, people come up and they know about it.
Yeah.
And they know it because it works. And, we can attest to that as well, too. I mean, I can't tell you how many different times I've turned to my bottle of Thieves. It's the one you always want to keep in stock in your
absolutely.
in your bathroom, because you never know when you're gonna start falling bad and needing to support yourself.
Yeah, well, one of our daughters in college, I use a lot of oils, so I don't just use Thieves, but she was using just Thieves every single day. She'd put Thieves on the bottoms of her feet right before she'd go to bed at night, and she goes, I did not get sick the entire school year. My roommates got sick. Other people got sick. I did not get sick.
Yeah.
And that's not normal for her. Normally she does get sick, a couple times during the year. So it's a really good prevention.
Yeah. I know one of our other brand partners does that too every day.
Yeah.
On her feet.
Yes, totally.
Let's talk about that for a second. Like, we've talked about this in other episodes, but, how you actually use an essential oil. There's a variety of ways. So let's talk specifically about how you can use Thieves.
Yeah. So you just need a drop.
Okay.
At a time.
Very powerful.
Yes, you just put a drop on your hand. And if you're new to essential oils, I'd recommend using a carrier oil like jojoba. We have a V6 oil, which just slows down the absorption. It doesn't change the effect of the oil, it just slows the absorption of it. So, because it is a little hot.
Yeah,
it is a little hot. So it can
I put some on this morning and without the extra carrier oil, and I had a little burning. I put some on. I just put it like under my nose because I wanted to be able to just smell it. Yeah. Which is probably not a good idea. And then
it's not ideal for the face.
No. And so then immediately I put some oil on, some carrier oil to help just calm it down a little bit. It doesn't change the effect of the oil, but it helps you not burn like that.
It slows the absorption so it doesn't sting as much. Yeah. So I just use a little carrier oil. You can put it on the bottoms of your feet like we were talking about before. Yeah. You can also put it in your hands. It won't burn your hands. And you can just put a drop and then cup them over your nose and mouth and breathe it in deeply. You can put it on the back of your neck. Be sure to use a carrier oil if you do that. That's wonderful.
On your chest sometimes.
Yes. You can put up the spine too. Yeah. Or the spine of your kids to just help immune support. Another way to use it is to put a drop in your water and drink it. Yes. I know people put a drop in their green tea. And drink it. I like to put a drop in my Ningxia and drink it. I also do a drop. I love a drop of Thieves and a drop of orange Vitality. In Ningxia Red, a shot.
Which is the superfruit power drink, really.
Yeah, supplement drink.
We can talk about that on another episode. But there's so many ways that you can take that in. You can diffuse it too. We didn't talk about that. Yeah. Put some drops in some distilled water in your diffuser, and it's just a great way to affect your environment. I know people who travel, they put it on like a cotton ball and put it in the little vent of the hotel. Mm-hmm. Maybe they put it by there. Sometimes I put it on the little cotton ball and put it like right next to me on my pillow. Not on my pillow, but I just put it on the cotton ball and I kind of lean that way. So I just right there kind of breathing it in. And back to drinking it too. I also like gargling with it. Now,
it's so good.
Our kids
to gargle.
give me a hard time because they say, whenever anything happens, your number one thing is gargle with Thieves every hour. But it's true. I can feel immediate support and relief when I gargle with it.
Yeah, one drop in like 4 ounces of water.
Yeah, and just gargle with it, and it is. And you might drink a little bit. That's fine. Just make sure you have the Vitality if you're going to do that, and. It's great. I just I can't get over how good it is. So you can put it on, you can breathe it in, and you can drink it. And
you can put it in a veggie cap too and swallow it. Like you can put actually a few more drops in there.
Yeah.
For just greater immune support.
Yeah.
And if you have a sore tooth, it's got clove in there, which dentists for years have used to soothe, and it's kind of numbing.
Yeah.
So you can put that on a sore tooth or sore gums or something to help that
Thieves
situation.
is really a universal great oil. And again, I think that's why Young Living has just really branded it as there's a whole line of stuff we'll talk about in a little bit. But, if you are thinking about Thieves and are interested in it, one thing you can do is go over to our website at Hunt4Wellness.com and click the blue connect button, and we can have a discussion with you. We call it our discovery call. It's 15 minutes. It's free. It's very low key. But if you want to talk about just Thieves in a little more in depth, how you get a hold of it, uses for it, because there are just incredible ways to do that. Just head over to Hunt4Wellness.com, click the blue connect button, and we'd love to have a discussion with you on that as well.
Yes.
So, so we've kind of talked about what's in there, right? And what are some of the other, uses? When you think of Thieves, you think of, I gargle it. I mean, I just definitely, but I also just kind of use it on my feet, even if I start feeling just any kind of bad symptom of anything.
Yeah.
It's kind of like my go-to preventative, immune support oil. So what other things is Thieves really good for? Well,
we have several products in the Thieves line because they have put this essential oil in several products. One product they put in is toothpaste. So there's a Thieves toothpaste.
Yeah.
And it's a wonderful toothpaste. You were using a different toothpaste, and I was encouraging you to switch over, and you didn't want to.
No, because we like habits.
Yep. And then what happened?
I've been using it for several years now, and it's great. It really is good, yeah.
I love it, too. It's not overly foamy.
No.
And because it doesn't have that sodium lauryl sulfate, which is bad for you, it's a toxic ingredient that's in actually many toothpastes.
And they also have the brightener toothpaste
Whitener,
as well with the Thieves, which is great as well.
And they have a Thieves mouthwash.
Yes.
Which is a really good mouthwash. It's not toxic. It doesn't have alcohol in it. No synthetic dyes or artificial flavors. It's safe for kids and teens, actually safe for everyone. It is strong.
Yeah.
You only need a little bit. That's one thing with Young Living. All their products are very pure, very concentrated.
Very concentrated.
So you only need a little bit of this mouthwash. And so it's a mouthwash you can use every day. It's good for sensitive teeth, which I have, and I use, and it's good for that.
That's interesting, because I haven't heard you, used to complain about the sensitivity a lot a few years ago, but now since you've been using the Young Living toothpaste, I actually have not heard
it's not really a problem.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. There's Thieves hand soap, foaming hand soap. There's a bar soap so that everyone in your family can have little Thieves every day when they go in the bathroom.
And the little foaming one comes into the thing like you just put right on we have it almost in every bathroom.
Yeah. And then there's a refill for it.
Yeah.
So
that is great.
Yeah. And then there's a hand sanitizer.
People love that.
Well,
because you can actually get rid of the germs, right?
It's 99.9% effective in killing the
but you're not
germs
putting
and
chemicals
viruses
on your body.
Right. And one day, I have it in my purse all the time, but I had taken it out, used it, and I put it in my bag, not my purse. And then I took my purse, went to an event at my mom's place.
Yeah.
And we were eating with our fingers, and I just been touching a whole bunch of things. I'm like, I gotta hand sanitize before I eat. And so I used something else that was so horrible. It was so toxic. I can't even explain how awful. It
probably burned too. I mean,
it was just awful. Our Thieves hand sanitizer is actually fantastic. You would love the smell of it.
It is. The smell is great.
You don't feel like you're getting chemicalized.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem with regular hand sanitizer. It smells like chemicals, and that makes you cringe. I mean, just think about it. When I say hand sanitizer, you can smell the smell, can't you?
And it's got toxic chemicals in it, which is bad for us.
Yeah, it kills these germs, but
killing you too.
Killing you too, yeah. Not good.
And then I think the thing that a lot of people know about is the Thieves Household Cleaner.
Oh, yes. That is another one that people talk to us a lot about. In fact, we did, if you go to Hunt4Wellness.com and go back to episode number 6 of the podcast, we did a whole episode on put the fun back in cleaning.
Yeah.
Because when you use good products, cleaning can be fun.
And it smells good.
And it smells great, yeah. So we talk a lot about that in that episode if you want even more in depth on just cleaning. But yeah, there's the household cleaner, which has a bunch of different applications.
I use the Thieves Household Cleaner for pretty much everything. Yeah. All the bathroom, the kitchen.
Don't you use it for spot removal too?
Spot removal, yes, and my laundry.
Yep.
There's also Thieves laundry soap.
Yeah.
But I use the Thieves Household Cleaner concentrate to get the spots out.
Yeah.
And you can also use the Thieves oil, or just, it has lemon in it, to get sticky things off.
Yeah.
And plain lemon essential oil also gets sticky things, like kind of like that goo.
Yes.
Get rid of the goo thing.
Yes.
And the lemon essential oil I have gotten out permanent marker out of clothes.
Yeah, that's incredible. That lemon oil is another great one.
And permanent marker that's gotten on the counter.
Yep.
So and it's not toxic, which is fantastic.
We talked, the name of this episode, it's Time for Thieves, because of the time of the year and when we really start using, in fact, when we're getting phone calls, do you have any thieves in stock right now? Typically we don't stock and sell stuff to people directly. You order it on your own Young Living website. We can help you get that set up. But what's interesting is that there's also the Thieves cough drops.
Yes, that's right.
The lozenges. And so, you can, I think they have Thieves in just about every form you can possibly use, right?
And I love those cough drops. Yeah. Most cough drops, you suck on it. When you're done sucking on it, your throat doesn't feel good again. Yeah. This one totally changes it. Yeah. It's very strong. It lasts a long time.
No sugar in it.
Right. And then when you're done with the cough drop, you don't need another one for a while.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you're doing them down, but with these, you use one every several hours, maybe.
Right.
It depends on how.
So you don't need as many as other types of cough drops. Plus, there's not any bad ingredients in it.
Yeah. Again, you're putting it in your mouth. Okay.
Oh, there's also Thieves mints.
Oh, that's right. The Thieves mints.
Which taste good. You can keep them in your purse or...
That's what the robbers used so they wouldn't, have their bad breath on the dying people. No.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, right. Well, is there anything else on Thieves that you want to touch on here? We covered a lot, and we could probably go on for hours on this. There's so many different uses just for the Thieves oil, and then you've got the whole line of Thieves products. Mm-hmm. Anything else you want to just part people with on this?
I think Thieves is an important thing to have in your home.
Yeah. It's like a basic essential, isn't it?
Yeah.
An essential oil.
And take it traveling with you.
Yeah.
And, when you're traveling, you are more at risk to get sick because you're in different places, eating different food, possibly sleep deprived, experiencing stresses of traveling. Maybe your flight got delayed or there's bad weather or, things like that, or dealing with challenging people.
Yeah.
So your body needs a little extra support, and that would be really good to put on the Thieves every day when you're traveling.
Great. Well, hey, we just want to remind you that this episode has been brought to you by waterdistillers.com. It's great machines, things you put on your countertop or even bigger that produce great water that really give you great wellness. Water is so important. So go over to waterdistillers.com. Even if you don't know how to use a distiller, there's videos over there where you can learn, how to choose one, but waterdistillers.com. Also, if you like what we're talking about as far as Thieves go, and you'd like to connect with us, we offer the free 15-minute discovery call. It's right over at Hunt4Wellness.com. Click the blue connect button. We can help you get set up so you can get your own Thieves, have it in stock so you're never never without it. Again, it's the essential oil. And, so we'd love to talk to you about that. Maybe your health challenges, whatever it is that you would like to discuss to take the next step in your wellness journey. You can do that over at Hunt4Wellness.com. And then come back next time for our next episode of Hunt for Wellness.